Aloha, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelani, and if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today is going to be a short and sweet video. I'd like to talk about surrendering your will to divine will. Whether you believe in God, universe, higher power, your higher self, source, most of us can agree that there is an unseen force that creates worlds, as Abraham Hicks likes to say. The energy that is all around us, that is within us, that connects us to each other and connects us to all beings and all things. And often, as human beings or as spiritual beings having a human experience, but human beings nonetheless, we have this beautiful, highly intelligent ego mind, finite mind that loves to be in control. And often, as much as it loves to be in control, it is limited, it is finite. And the universe, our higher self, God, Goddess, nature is infinite. And so our human minds can't even wrap around itself what that even means. But what I like to see it as is that this higher power, this all that is, the source energy, can see beyond what we can see, can understand beyond what we can understand, and know so much more than we know, may ever even realize. And so, trusting and giving over our power and surrendering to that power will do us a lot more good than it will trying to force, trying to control. Um, I did share a video a few days ago. I created it nonetheless. I haven't uploaded it yet. I apologize. Again, life has been lifing in the most beautiful ways. I am in the process of a big transitional period, and I will get more on that. I will talk more about that another time. I'd like to get through it and then on the other side, reflect and share all the beautiful synchronicities and magic and alignments and flows that I'm currently in the midst of. So, to be continued. But I digress. Uh, because I'm in this beautiful transitional period, my schedule's been all over and I have been exhausted. And so I've been creating. I've got videos, reels, shorts, all the things lined up. And they will be uploading here on YouTube soon. So whether or not that video comes before or after this one, it'll most likely become before. But I'm adding on to this concept, to this idea of knowing the difference between what is coming from our ego's perspective and what's coming from our soul's perspective, our higher perspective, versus our limited, finite self, our human self, which is beautiful. And it is a big aspect of ourselves here on earth. We chose this experience as spiritual beings, as souls. And also, we knew on a soul level that we would always be in contact, or at least have the ability to stay in communication and contact with our true selves, our higher selves, our infinite nature. So, on that note, when we are talking about surrendering our will, our ego will, to divine will, to this bigger perspective, it's not saying that we don't have autonomy over our life. We do. And also, we get to co create with this infinite power, this power that creates worlds and that can see beyond what we can see or understand, especially when we're in the midst of change, whether we're releasing an old version of ourselves and embracing a new, stepping into a new identity, or maybe even stepping into a new chapter of our lives, which I am doing all of the above. I'm not sure if you can see any of it. I can see it myself shooting these videos just from January 1st of this year, 2025, and onwards, and seeing my own evolution within the last month and a half, almost 2 months of creating these videos and being able to witness it in real time And also knowing what I'm moving through and what I'm experiencing and how I'm holding myself with such grace this time around in such a beautiful way, and feel very grateful. Um, so surrendering our will to divine will and giving over control to spirit, to universe, and how that actually works for us and takes away a lot of the worry and the stress and the fear that typically comes when we are wanting to force, control, or make things happen. So I'm actively in the process of moving, well, packing things up and moving. And I'm a Virgo sun. And one of my trauma responses that I'm clearing and releasing, the old identity, this new identity of me doesn't have this trauma response. And so I get to act on that in the present moment, which has been really powerful to do that. But a trauma response from the past versions of me was to micromanage or just want to control, not even other people per se. I mean, sure, the subconscious self, my unconscious self, I will say, has done that in subtle ways, not huge ways, but in subtle ways, but more so control my life in the ways that like, what I do, what I don't do, and all these kinds of things. And so I've been really practicing surrendering this past week with receiving help, um, moving from one location to another, into a storage unit, into a pod, those awesome pods, and all of the things. And an older version of me would have wanted to make sure that things were done a certain way. And there was still some of that this week. There was also this bigger understanding that was coming through from my higher self and also from this new identity that I've been stepping into and embodying a lot more and choosing to act, to think, and to behave as if I were already in that version of myself. And so if you do self concept work or identity work, then you're very familiar with this. And it is really, really powerful. Acting as if and being, that's what embodiment really is. You're being that energy. You're not just playing it out in terms of conceptualizing these big esoteric spiritual concepts and then still living as this other version of you, but you're actually choosing to be in that space. So then, if you are already in your new home, in your new car, in your new relationship, in your new career, would you be stressing or worrying about X, Y, and Z? No. Would that version of you be concerned about what's happening over here in the 3D? No. She or he would be relaxed, would be calm, would be trusting, would be like, hey, you know what? Universe has got this. God's got this. Spirit's got this. I think I can relax. I can take care of what I can control, which is myself, my responses, how I choose to think or what I choose to focus on, and let this higher power take care of the rest. And so I've been practicing that this week, and it's been beautiful to hand over control, even in my mind, and even in my energy, uh, and not letting fear or worry or doubt consume me, and trusting my gut, my intuition over fear, and then in real time recognizing, is this fear? Am I feeling fear, or is this my intuition? Understanding the difference and then acting from that, and then just being at peace with that decision and moving forward. And so I've been doing that. And wow, even in situations where I felt like there's no way that this is going to work out. There's no way that they can do this by themselves, or like, no, I need more help. I need to get more strong men to help me carry and get these things from point A to point B. And yet, bigger part of me saying like, you know what? This flow is happening. Why don't I just trust the flow? Why don't I just go all into this flow and just trust that it's going to work out? I don't know. Somehow, some way, it's going to work out. And wow, has it been working out? And I am amazed. I have some amazing guy friends. I have amazing girlfriends, and they are just, they surprise me and delight me in all the ways that they show up for me, for themselves, and just are capable, so capable, and just giving people permission to show up and follow through and heal those wounds from the past where people may have not shown up or may not have followed through, even not too long ago, right? But we're constantly evolving and shifting, and the only time is now. So if we want to let go of these belief systems or these limiting stories that no longer serve us in this now present moment, then we get to act on that right here and now and lean into trust and lean into faith. So again, having faith over fear and leaning into faith over fear. So I feel like I could do a whole series on faith over fear. And I am learning how to deepen my faith and my trust in spirit, in God, in the universe, in the unseen and the unknown. So you're getting to see this in real time. I'm right now within two very distinct worlds. And if you watch a lot of content that talks about law of attraction, deliberate creation, law of assumption, all of this, especially like Neville Goddard teachings, I'm seeing and I'm witnessing the bridge of incidents. And though one foot is in the old life and another foot is in the next life, because of the self concept and the identity work I've been doing, even when those old emotions and energies and feelings come up, I am able to soothe myself, coach myself, and remind myself of all the ways that this is working out for us, that this is for us and not against us. And yeah, it's just exciting. 11:44, 1:43. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. It's really exciting work. It's great to be doing this type of work with myself in a bigger way. I've worked with clients and students in the past, and there were just interesting things for myself that seemed like blocks. And now that I'm more in my body, I've worked through a lot of deeper traumas and things that were trapped in my body. And now things feel a lot more accessible to me. And now getting into this mindset work in a deeper, more consistent, and really more just meaningful, tangible way is just game changer. So stay tuned. Continue to check out my transformation in real time if you're watching. If you want to check out some of my older videos, even just from like a week ago to the week before and all the way up until January, first week of January, you can see. I can see it. I can feel it. I hear it. And yeah, it's exciting. So this is, yeah, that's all I have for you today. I look forward to the next video. If this resonates, please like, comment down below. Tell me one thing that you are choosing to surrender your will and handing it over to Spirit's will, God's will. And also, please subscribe so you don't miss any more videos and you can stay connected with me and join me on this transformational journey that we are in together. Because if you're watching this, then you are probably into self growth and spiritual transformation. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.